Good morning friends, this is Gopi Palla, student of IIT Kharagpur, and this is my third part of time and work, quantitative aptitude and tricks for solving. Previous two parts of the time and work, we have studied different tricks for solving the problems. Now we are going to third part of the time and work, which is different set of the problems which are more prone to ask in competitive exams, campus interviews and GRE or related competitive exams. So we'll go into the problem set directly. First problem: if 20 men working for 8 hours a day can complete a piece of work in 15 days, in how many days can 20 men do the same work working 9 hours a day? So here they have given one set of statement and they're asking to find out what is the performance of different set of people. So we'll go into the problem. As per the given data, first we can understood that 24 men, they're working 8 hours per day and they can complete the work in 15 days. So the second stage, what they have asked us to find out is that 20 men, if they are working 9 hours per day, then how many days they require to complete the work. That is the problem we have to find out. So for that, first stage we'll consider only men and days. So logically we will find out if 24 men can complete a work in 15 days, and for time required for 20 men to do the work is because people are reduced, so it requires more time. So here, because less people require more time to complete the work, so the ratio here will keep in mind that first part of the ratio is equals to more people, means here 24 people is more, 24 divided by less people 20. Here we'll keep in mind this is first set of the ratio. And for second stage we'll take the second part of this, where 8 hours per day, if they are working, they are completing in 15 days. That question what they have asked is if they are completing 9 hours per day, how many days require. If they are working more hours per day, then they can complete the work in less days. So here the ratio will be less, means here 8 by more, means here 9 hours. This is the second part of the ratio. So we'll club all two parts of the ratios and we'll form as a final ratio. That first part of the ratio into second part of the ratio, that is 24 by 20 into 8 by 9. The leftover element is 15 days. That what they have given in data. So if you simplify it, we'll get 16 days. Then this problem can also be solved using the simple formula, because from this is the direct proportion. So here we can find out if M1 persons do a work in D1 days at R1 hours per day, and M2 persons do the same work in D2 days at R2 hours per day, then because here work is same, so here same work they are doing. So here the equation, if you can able to remember, M1 D1 into R1 is equals to M2 D2 into R2. If you substitute those values here, we can easily solve within a single step. We'll go into the same problem what we have discussed in the first slide. So here 24 men, 8 hours working per day, they can complete 15 days. And 20 men, if 9 hours working 9 hours per day, how many days they require to complete. Here we have to find out D2. So we'll substitute the values here and we can find out that 24 into 8 into 15 is equals to 20 into 9 into D2. So the D2 is equals to 16 days. So this in single step we can find out. Otherwise we can follow the first presentation what we have discussed also. We can try it easily. Okay, I think it is understood. We'll go into the second problem. A can do a piece of work in 80 days. He works at it for 10 days. B alone finish the remaining work in 42 days. In how much time will A and B working together to finish the work? Here the problem is the total time required to complete a work by A is 80 days. That we understood from the first statement. Second part of the statement, he works at it for 10 days because he has worked out of 80 days, he has worked for 10 days. Okay. Then balance of the work, B alone finish the remaining work in 42 days. In how much time A and B working together to finish the work? In order to find out the total time required for A and B together, we have to find out first what is time required for A. It is already given. So what is time required for B? We have to find out from this question. That is the only task with us. Okay, we will go into the problem. Here, as per our previous part of the time and work, we know that time required to complete the work by A alone is equals to 80 days. So A working time and A working time is also he has given is 10 days. So we know that A 1 day's work is equals to, because 8 so 1 by 80. So here A's 1 day's work is 1 by 80. A has worked for 10 days. So A 10 days work is equals to that 1 day's work into 10. So 1 by 80 into 10 is equals to 1 by 8. From this chart we can find out, you see, if the circle is divided into 8 parts. So 1 by 8 means one part of 1 of 8 parts A has completed. So balance work is how much? We can see directly, we can tell directly it is 7 by 8, or we can subtract it from the 1 minus 1 by 8, 7 by 8. So second part of the data is given, time required by B alone to finish the remaining work is 42 days. So time required B alone to finish the total work is equals to, because here 42 days is only 7.8 of the total work. So B alone can finish B requires more time, because 7.8 is 7.8 of total work is 40 days. So total work means obviously require more time. So this ratio will become more, means 42 by 7 by 8. So if you simplify that, you will get 48 days. So as we know from my previous presentations that if we know that time required for to complete a job by A alone is equals to 80 days if we assume as X, and we have calculated total time required to complete the work by B alone is equals to Y is equals to 48 days. As per the formula xy by x plus y, we can directly substitute the 48 and x is equals to 48 and y is equals to 80. We can find out 30 days. This is the answer for this question. Okay. Now we'll go into third part of the time and work. 45 men can complete a work in 16 days. 6 days after they start working, 30 more men join them. How many days will they now take to complete the remaining work? So that is the data given. So 45 men, they are working for 16 days, and after 6 days of working, then 30 men they have joined to them. So total men become 75. So with 75 men, how much time they require to complete the remaining work? That is the question asked. We'll go to the question. So time required for 45 men to complete the work is 16 days. So this is man and days. So total man days is equals to, we have to, each man means for 45 men 16 days. So we have to multiply 45 into 60. So 720 man days they have spent, they require to complete the work. But what happened? So one man day work, we know that it is 1 by 720. 1 by 720th of work for one man day, and that is the first part. So now we'll go into the second part of the question, because 6 days they have worked. 45 men has worked for 6 days. So we have to find out how much portion of the work they have completed in 6 days. For that, we have to do 45 means 6 days work is equals to 45 means 6 days work. We know the 45 means require 16 days. So 45 means 1 day's work is equals to 1 by 16. So 6 days work is equals to 1 by 16 into 6. It becomes 3 by 8. From this pie chart, we can see that. So out of it has been divided into 8 parts, and 3 parts have been completed, and remaining 5 parts are left over. So the leftover remaining work is equals to 5 by 8. Otherwise, we can subtract from 1 minus 3 by 8. It is also equals to 5 by 8. Now, the third part of the question is, so we already, now second part we have found out that what is the portion of the work left over. So now we have to find out that, because third part 30 more men has been joined, so now men become 75. So 75 means 1 day's work is equals to, we know that 1 man day work is equals to 1 by 720. So 75 means 1 day's work is equals to 1 by 720 into this 75 men. So it is become 5 by 48. So here 5 by 48 is the work left over, and here 75 means 1 day's work is 5 by 48. So to complete the 5.8 of the remaining work, it requires more people, because 5.8 is the major part left. So the equation, the ratio becomes more, means this 5.8, this work 5.8, and this 5.48, because 5.8 is more, so ratio upper part will be more, 5 by 8 divided by 5 by 48. If we simplify that, we will get the 6 days. Now we will go to the third problem, so which is commonly asking in all competitive or bank exams or campus interviews. This is the basic problem we can easily solve using our basics of time and work. So here, if 2 men and 3 boys can do a piece of work in 10 days, while 3 men and 2 boys can do the same work in 8 days, in how many days can 2 men and 1 boy can do the work? Here combination of work we need to find out, because here 2 men, 3 boys. So the time required to do a job by 2 men, so 2m plus 3b is equals 10 days. So as per the time and work, basics of time and work, for 1 day's work means 1 by 10th. So 1 by 10, let us assume as equation 1. Time required to do the work by 3 men 3m plus 2 boys 2b is equals to 8 days. We know that 3m plus 2b is 1 day's work is equals to 1 by 8 as per equation 2. So we need to find out the time required to do the same job by 2 men plus 1b. How many days? That is the equation 3 we have to find out. So here we have got 2 equations and 3 unknowns, men and boys. So we have to find out relation between men and boys. So we'll take the 2 equations. First part, 2m plus 3b is equals to 1 by 10, 3m plus 2b is equals to 1 by 8. We'll equate the men's, means here 2m 3m, so we'll make it as a 6. So we'll multiply first equation by 3 and second equation by 2, then men will be cancelled, so we can get it 3 into 3 9b minus 2 into 2 4b, that is equals to 3 into 10 3 into 1 by 10 is equals to minus 2 by 8, that is equals to 1 by 4. So we'll get 5b is equals to 2 by 40. So b is equals to, so b boys is equals to 1 by 100. So this b will substitute in the equation 1. So then we'll get 2m is equals to 1 by 10 minus 3 by 100, that is equals to 2m is equals to 10 minus 3 by 100, that m is equals to 7 by 200. So we got what is b and what is m. So we have to find out what is 2m plus 1b is equals to. This is simply plug in the values in this equation. 2 into m is equals to 7 by 200 plus 1b means 1 by 100, that equals to 2 by 25. So this is 1 day's work. What question they have asked is how many days they require. So total time required is equals to complete the work by combination of two men plus 1 boy is equals to, we have to invert it, that is 25 by 2 days. I hope this presentation has cleared your doubts. If any further, please please subscribe me for further videos on time and work and further videos on quantitative aptitude.